Thank y'all for being here. Thank the Chamber and the Cullman Times for participating in this. I'll tell you a little about myself. I grew up out at West Point on a farm, and I learned the value of hard work out there. Graduated West Point High School, then went on and after a stint in St. Bernard and UAB, graduated from Samford with a BS and an MBA. I have 2 children, 4 grandchildren, and a trophy wife that I married 46 years ago. When I go to Montgomery, my core values are going to be basically 5 things, and not necessarily in any order, but at the top of the list is going to be honesty and integrity in government. The second thing that I will work for and strive for is to go to a reappraisal every 4 years and cap that increase at the end of the 4 years. The third thing is education and providing the facilities and the tools and money and equipment necessary for the teachers to do their job and back the teachers up in their problems that they have in the classroom. The other thing is economic development. We need to continue to be attractive to firms that are looking at coming into Cullman County, and we need to attract those, and I feel that I can be instrumental in selecting or getting Cullman considered seriously for the robotics training that will be either in Cullman or will be in Calhoun College. And then the last thing is illegal immigration needs to be addressed, and I feel at the state level we need to do what we can. Thank y'all for listening.
First off, let me say thank you so very much for allowing us this opportunity to come before you and speak and share with you our views. My name is Stephen Parker, Republican candidate for House of Representatives District 12. Lifelong Cullman resident, graduate of Cullman High School, Auburn University, Birmingham School of Law. My platform is very simple. I believe in education and economic development, ethics and accountability in government. I would love to see us do away with a sales tax on groceries and over-the-counter medications. There are many of you here in this room today who are retired and on a fixed income. It's a shame to say it, but Alabama is one of the few states in the union that still places a sales tax on these items, and it's an undue burden. I think that should be repealed, and I don't think we should have to look for another source of revenue to make up for this lost money. There's enough fat in the budget to cut. I offer to you someone who is diligent, hardworking, someone who is committed to open, honest, accountable government, who will be accessible at all times to the people who he represents. On November 13th, there is a critical decision to make. There are 7 capable candidates out there, but I submit to you that if you want honesty, if you want integrity, if you want courage in government, cast your vote for me. Let me show the way. Let me take the values that make Cullman County the special community we know it to be. Let me put those values to work for you. I humbly ask for your consideration and your vote. Thank you so very much.
I appreciate the opportunity to come here today. You've heard a lot of differences in opinion with respect to what we believe in. As an old boy who learned to play checkers on an old wooden coat crate in Valley Grove, Alabama, I'm proud to say I am where I am today. And it came through hard work. Going through Good Hope, going through Auburn University, going to BSL, Birmingham School of Law, working at Nicholson File, being a lieutenant in the Marine Corps, and after being honorably discharged, coming out to serve the state in the state law enforcement. Let me tell you something, folks. You do have a very difficult decision. You have 7 wonderful candidates. Each one of them bring to this job their own qualifications, their own platforms. But I submit to you that when you look at the qualifications, it's not just a matter of who's qualified, it's a matter of who's most qualified. You need the best that you can offer down into Montgomery. With that being said, there's been a lot of talk about economics. economic development, and some of the other issues that are pressing us today. The education system, we need to put more money into our vocations, into our technical skills, so that those people coming out will have an opportunity for the jobs that companies are bringing to this community, so that they will hire them and not go outside the state. We need to develop a school system that will no longer make the teachers beholden to federal mandates, but look at other means. And yes, I do appreciate the fact that I am the one who came out and said we need to look at other tax sources. We need to look at a fair tax and do away with the income tax. It's the only way to make sure everyone is going to pay their fair share, and make sure that everyone, if you're here legal or illegal, if they're not going to do anything with the illegal situation, then make sure they contribute to our society. On November 13th, I humbly ask for your vote and for your consideration. Thank you.
Yes, I am so glad everyone turned out today to listen to us. And I just come before you asking, or going to tell you a little bit more about myself, I guess. But I'm Wayne. I'm from West Point, Alabama. Raised out on the Cullman, Winston County line. Been here in Cullman County all my life. I've been self-employed for the last 20 years, so I know all the things that affect small business owners, and small business is the backbone of our country. And we have to work to repeal some of these legislation acts that has put taxes on our businesses. They don't call them a tax, they just call it another license that you have to buy. Like several years ago, I had to buy an air permit for $600 because my gas tank spinning out into the air. And you know, that's just a tax, it's not called a tax. And that's what I'm all about, fighting any undue tax increases, regulations on our businesses, large businesses as well as small businesses. But I've been married to my wife, Lisa, for 23 years. That was a godsend, because you've got to have a strong partner to be successful in life. And I was blessed with 2 wonderful daughters. I always said the good Lord gave me daughters because I've been too rough on boys. And but with all that said, I will take our values to Montgomery. I will represent you honestly, openly, be able to call me anytime with any problem. And all I can say is ask for your vote and your prayers and support in this election. Thank you.